Hi guys, what the freak is going on? So I went and I bought an iPad. I really don't know why. I don't even need one, but I went and chose the iPad mini 2, and I just want to let you guys know if it was a good decision, if it wasn't, if it's still worth it in 2016, why the bluest sky and all that other stuff. So it came out in 2013, and that's the same year the iPhone 5S came out. So if you haven't seen my iPhone 5S video, go watch that. Then it's kind of weird to see that these were in the same generation. So some of the specs, it has a 7.9-inch screen, which is actually pretty nice. I thought it was going to be small. I was originally going to go for the iPad Air, but honestly looking at it, it's actually not that bad of screen size. It's 1536 by 2048, so it is technically Retina. And the weird thing is, it started off on iOS 7 and it's still upgradable. It is the Apple A7 chip. It's dual core, clocked in 1.3 gigahertz, and has 1 gigabyte of RAM, and the other specs aren't really necessary right now. So looking at the body, it's actually not in that bad of a condition, and it looks really nice. Like, I'm holding it in my hands right now, and through the video you're able to see that it's actually a really nice looking device. The bezels are pretty small, the buttons held up pretty well, everything still works on this device. Now, even though I haven't used it for the last 2 years, I did buy it used, so the person before me did use it. Now, powering up the device, you see a similar iOS experience that you see on any other iPad, except it is a little bit smaller if you haven't used the iPad mini yet. But the speed too is not that bad at all. I mean, I was scrolling through it scrolled through just fine. I didn't really have that high expectations going into owning a used device, but on this one I can't really see anything different. The only problem is I could see was maybe if I was going to put it in landscape mode versus portrait, and it would take a couple more seconds to turn it over. I noticed the same thing with my iPhone 5S that I have, that it takes a couple seconds. Gaming as well is actually pretty sweet. I was playing Real Racing 3D here, the only 3D game that I know of. Played just fine. I mean, it did stutter for a little bit. I wouldn't even consider it stuttering. Maybe it was just buffering in the background because I just loaded the game, but it really doesn't even hurt. Now, I thought the 1 gigabyte of RAM in the background wouldn't let you play like this 3D game and let you let you close out of it and multitask into something else, but I was wrong because I was able to do that. So my first theory is wrong. So I'm just a wrong person. I don't even know why I continue doing this. Now, going back on the outside, the cameras are kind of okay as well. Here's a photo that I took on it. Okay, I wouldn't consider it the best photo. I kind of like how my feet are blurred in the photo, but I would not consider taking photos on a tablet, especially on an iPad, especially iPad mini, because it only has a 5 megapixel photo camera. So even though megapixels aren't everything, if you're trying to take precious shots, I would not use this. I remember one time I went to Niagara Falls with my aunt, maybe like a couple months ago during spring break, and she made me take her iPad mini 2 at the time and take photos on it. I'm like, yo, if you're gonna be at Niagara Falls, why are you going to be taking photos on a tablet? Even take them on your iPhone. That's a little bit of a better camera, but I would just stay away from taking pictures on your tablets. The speakers on the bottom are downward facing speakers, so the audio does kind of come out from the bottom. It's not that big of a deal for me. Front facing speakers, I think, are top 3 greatest features you can put in a phone. Now, the longevity of it, it's upgradable to iOS 10 right now. Now, would I upgrade to iOS 10? No, I wouldn't. I would keep it on iOS 9.3.5 right now. I'm not planning on upgrading mine. You can do whatever you want. It's a free country. You can upgrade if you want to, but I would say stay away from it, just because I've heard a lot of bad stories about it, honestly. Now, the biggest thing for me was whether I should get this or an iPad Air. I was going to get it used regardless. I wasn't looking at the newest iPad Pro or anything, and I chose this. Now, looking back, at first I was kind of scared because before this even came in, I was like, oh my god, should I even return it and get the iPad Air? But looking at it, dude, it's actually a pretty nice size. I like being able to hold it in one hand, and if I drop it, it's not going to break or anything. With the iPad Air, I feel like because the more heft and size, it's kind of more prone to dropping and stuff, so I guess I can stick with this a little bit longer. But the longevity, for me, I don't really do much. I just kind of wanted this to, if I'm going on a road trip and my MacBook dies, I can just carry my iPad and just finish up a document on there and do some work on there as well. But if you're a hardcore gamer, or if you need something reliable that's going to be with you for the next 4 years, and it's going to be you need it for work or something, I would say go step up. Maybe get the iPad mini 4 if you need a smaller size, or get the iPad Air 2. That thing has a little bit more power, and I believe it has 2 gigabytes of RAM, so you're going to be able to get a little bit more power. It's going to last you for a little bit longer, and you're going to get updates for longer as well. So I hope you guys like this video. I know I haven't dropped one in a while. I've just been super busy with school, but expect a upload maybe once a week. I might get my hands on a Pixel XL, the Google Pixel, the new phone that Google came out with, and I might review that as well. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. I love every single one of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. Add me on Snapchat. That is Simple Alpaca. The code is going to be on the screen, so you can Snapchat if you want to. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.